What is up, New York Jets fans around the world and, of course, in the tri-state area? I am Midnight Mike, your host of the Midnight Mike Show, coming to you from the Long Island Sound, and I am excited to be here because Week 2 in the NFL is upon us, and we have a tough one this week, a tough game, a tough challenge against the Buffalo Bills, a team predicted to make the playoffs, potentially be a Super Bowl contender. We will see. I do think there are ways that the New York Jets can beat the Buffalo Bills. Do I actually think the final score will reflect that? Probably not. But I think Buffalo Bills fans, after seeing the Jets perform last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. There is some ways that the New York Jets can win this game. And once again, the football gods would all kind of have to be on the New York Jets side. And how often does that happen? Never. So we will see. We will see tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, if the Jets can hold in and hold up with the Buffalo Bills. We're going to get this show started. Before we completely get going, I want everybody to hit that thumbs up button. Let people know that we are live. Do it right now. Now, come on, guys. I'm waiting. I know you're, come on. All right, hit that thumbs up button. And I will say one thing before we get this show started, and then we will not talk about it again. I have plans to do a separate show about it on my separate channel. But the tragedy in Utah will not be talked about tonight. We are going to be talking Jets football. We're going to be giving our NFL scores, things of that nature. But once again, it was a tragedy, one of the most horrific things I've ever seen. And like I said, God bless, all the family and friends involved. But let's get into some football. And like I said, we will talk about that separately. If you haven't subscribed, I believe the link to my other channel, Midnight Mike Studios, is below. I think it's below not in the description of this video, but in the description of the channel. But just look up Midnight Mike Studios and you'll see my old logo and everything like that. And I believe Wednesday night, I'm going to be trying to go live and talk about that. Anyway, here we go. Jets football coming at you. We're going to be giving, like I said, week 2 predictions. And we're going to be talking Jets and the Buffalo Bills. We can't start the show off, though, yet without hearing that Jets chant. Let's get this show started. All right, let's kick this off right away. We're going to get to your comments, but I can't do that without the Beavis to my butthead. Matty Jets rocking the Sanchez jersey.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm all right. The Mets are fucking cheeks.
Dude, I am shocked. Like, dude, are they even still in that third playoff spot?
Nope.
Oh,
after today, they're out.
What the hell, dude? I was listening to Benengo, and he was saying that the Mets can't even, unless they go, well, now that they lost, it's gone. But they can't even reach their win total from last season.
Nope, they're terrible.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Like, look, I'll be honest. I hate the Mets. Dude, I hate the Mets and all that stuff. But
yeah, but you're just watching it. You're like, this doesn't make sense.
Well,
like,
the thing
emotion
is
aside.
No, emotion aside, it's like you're a big Mets fan. You know, a lot of people who are on this channel in the comments section and people who come on the show are Mets fans. So it's like, you know, in the back of my mind, as much as I hate the Mets, I didn't want you guys to win the World Series, but I wanted to see you guys,
It's fun for both of us to be relevant.
Yeah, I just wanted to see you guys do okay, you know, just so that you guys can be happy. And now it's like, what the hell is happening?
I literally am just watching these games and seeing the score and being like I'm just defeated. You know what I mean? We're just like, I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just like, must be a day that ends in Y.
Real quick, I want to pop up to here. I liked Chris's comment here, and he quotes Jean Girard. Soon you will know what it's like to be defeated by the hands of someone who is truly better than you. I can't do a French accent.
That's fine.
But,
I mean, you know, here's the thing. Like I say, at the end of every football season, everybody who talks shit that didn't win the Super Bowl is still just talking.
No, that's true. Yeah, unless you win the Super Bowl.
And I'm not trying to slag down Chris or you know, anybody. I like Chris. Chris is great. It's so funny when like you'll see a team that like finishes like 11-6 and gets bounced in like the wild card or whatever, and they run their fucking mouths like they saved Christmas, and you're like, you won the same amount of playoff games as my shit-tastic team.
Yeah.
You know,
you had one extra game, but you still didn't win any playoff games.
It's like it's just
the Dolphins fans have that problem a lot.
Yeah, Dolphins fans are very bad about that. You know, and I will say this though, to Bills fans' credit, they have a good team and they've had a good team for a while. You know, it's just a matter of do they close the door on this curse of theirs and get their first ring or not? And you know, right now, again, one game is one game. I keep you know, all week long on Twitter, especially, it's been the Jets are back. Are the Jets good? We're for real now. And I'm like, shut up.
Well, we will talk about that because I do think there is a way the Jets can beat the Bills. It's not like it's unheard of. We beat the Bills 2 years ago with Zach Wilson. Yeah. So it's not unheard of. And Josh Allen does seem to have a little problem with the New York Jets, but we'll talk about all that. I just wanted to point out that I love the fact that Michael Lando and Orlando are very, very sure that the Jets are going to beat the Bills. I like the positivity. What's up, Valerie? Our first lady coming in. Rick comes in. Yo, Mike, how are you, brother? Dude, we're doing good. We're doing good. Good to have you in here. And by the way, remember earlier when I was like, guys, hit that like button, and I actually waited. I know a lot of you hit it because I saw the numbers go up. So if you're new in here, it does help out. If you haven't hit the like button yet, it's free. Just hit the thumbs up. Like it works, folks. It works. That's the reason I say it. But Rick, yeah, good to see you. And good to see you again. Chris, our New York Jets are winning tomorrow. A lot of confidence in the chat right now. Oh gosh, a Yankee hat throwing up. I forget, cousin Kenny. Are you a Mets fan? Or are you a Boston fan? I forget if you're still in here. Chris says 24-21 Jets. We will see. Because at the beginning, Michael Lando, let me go back here. He said Jets beat the Bills 19. It seems like you guys are kicking around the same point spread. You know, that 2, 3, 4 point kind of point spread going on there. Unfortunately, the Jets, I believe, are underdogs by like 6.5, which once again, the Jets at home, that's like 9.5. Like, oh boy.
I say, man, you know, the spreads are really, they don't do really anything but kind of bum you out.
I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I'm not a betting man. I don't
bet, so yeah. But it's just
so it means nothing to me. Like
to me, it's just a matter of looking at the whole world, being like, everyone thinks we're a joke.
Absolutely. That's just being a Jet fan. That's just the New York Jets. We've been a joke. Me and Maddie have been fans for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
Like 5 of those we've been
like that shirt I have, rebuilding since 1968 or 1970.
Valerie, I am glad you're feeling confident tonight.
I'm just excited. I'm hoping it's a good game.
I think we're going to get a good game. I really do. I think that we talked about, Maddie, we talked about like this at the beginning of the season before the season even started. And we knew we were going to be a 5-win team, best maybe 6-win team, something like that. But what we kept saying is we just want to see improvements. We just want to see the penalties go down. We want to see more discipline. We want to see competitive games. And that first game, even though it was a loss, was a competitive game against a playoff team. So if we go into tomorrow and we have a competitive game against a Super Bowl contender, and they continue that, like, once again, how many games do we watch where it's like it's over by halftime? You knew the Jets are going to lose, and it's like I know it's more frustrating for us as fans to lose in the end, but at least we're watching and excited and have hope at the end. You know, like at the end of each game in the fourth quarter, if we're sitting there more games than not, being like, oh, we can win this. You know, that's an improvement. Like, that's the improvement I'm looking for when we're talking about what we think is a 5-win team.
For me, though, what I want to see tomorrow more than anything is I want to see them play 60 minutes. That was the problem, is that they played the first 30 minutes and then they jetted for the last 30 minutes, maybe last 15. And that was the problem. Because, I mean, that first half, penalties were down, everything was looking good, we were feeling good, and then all of a sudden we got that late hit out of bounds. We've got pass interference. I need them to stay disciplined for all 60. I think they can do it. They just need to.
Kim, channel member, she's like Valerie. She's been one of our ladies for a year or two now. So thank you, Kim. We appreciate it. Channel member coming in. Michael Lando, hello, my Jets family, and he's a channel member. Great to see you, Michael. Let's see here. Much love, peace, and blessings to all people, no matter what, regardless of what NFL team you are cheering for. There you go, Chris. And here we go, the first one of the night, and I appreciate this so much. Titan Fighter comes in, channel member with $5. He's a Steelers fan, but you get the Jets chant because you helped us out. Jets. Does the Steelers have a thing? Like if that was a Packers fan, I could be like, doon, 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 doon. Go, Pack, go. Do the Steelers have a thing?
All I can think of is the terrible towel.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I have a terrible blue playoff yard goat towel. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Thank you, Titan Fighter. We appreciate it. He says, I missed your show last week. Steelers fan, exciting game. Rodgers wanted it bad. He did. Defense seemed to crack me. Not sure how to stop Buffalo or KC. Much love. I'll tell you how you stop Buffalo. We were talking about this, or we were going to be talking about this, how the Jets could beat the Buffalo Bills. And I said it, I believe I said it last week. The Buffalo Bills could not contain the Ravens run game. They couldn't. The run game was destroying the Buffalo Bills. The New York Jets, statistically, in almost every category on offense, were number one in the league last week. And our offensive line was number one, I believe. Our run game is the one thing on our team that looked legit solid. And so if the New York Jets can do what the Ravens did last week and run all over the Bills' crappy run defense, we're going to be in this game. Now, once again, Josh Allen's the kind of guy where we'll take 7 minutes, methodically go down the field, score. Josh Allen will get the ball, and in a minute and a half, he'll have another touchdown.
39 seconds, it's like he's at the 3.
Yeah, that's the only problem that we're dealing with when it comes to Buffalo. But the Buffalo's Achilles heel right now is 100% the run game, and we have that. So let's see if it can continue this week. Let's see if Brees can continue to improve and continue to show us, hey, look, a lot of you guys were saying that I was going to be traded. Hey, a lot of you fans were like, hey, let's get rid of F Brees. You know, the Pittsburgh game, he said,
that
yours.
Tune changed pretty drastically.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It is what it is. I appreciate that, Chris. Yes, guys, hit that like button. It's free, and all it does is help out the show. I'm going to be the Joe B of this group. I'm not expecting the Jets to win tomorrow. They'll figure out a way to give away another one. I love Joe B. I really do. But I don't think the Jets are going to win either. I'm not here sitting here like I did last week versus Pittsburgh saying I have a feeling the Jets will win. Now, you got people like Valerie and Michael Lando and Chris in the comment section who are 100% guys. Oh, thank you. We got another super chat coming up.
Waiting on you to find that.
What?
I was waiting on you to see that.
I'm trying to get through a lot of comments, whatever,
know.
but I will always get to super chats, like 110%. But this week, look, we got a lot of confidence in our chat right now. So I'm happy. Last week,
the week before too, though.
I mean, but I was on that bandwagon. So I'm happy that you guys in the chat are making me feel better. Like, holy that's awesome. Shit. Let's see here. I've been a Jets fan since 1965. Damn. I'm actually quite jealous. I'll be honest. Quite jealous. All right, guys. Now, once again, I love all your comments. Keep them coming in. I will get back to them, but I got to get to these super chats because these people are really helping out the show. Damn. Michael Lando, $20. Not only that, but he's a channel member and he gets a Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Michael Lando comes in and says two things. Number one, like and subscribe. Thank you. Yes. Yep. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit the like button. It's free. I will match all super chat total money from the show tonight. I am so confident of the Jets winning. Whoa.
That's a bold statement, but I like it.
Because there's some nights we'll make like $10, so you do whatever. But there's some nights, Michael, where we'll make a lot of money. So don't go putting yourself out there. I appreciate what you're doing tonight. So don't feel obligated to match every super chat.
No, do.
Okay, do.
You said it. We're holding you to it.
We're holding you to it. Lane, try to stick around later. I will put the thing in the chat. We have talked about it on many times on this show since we heard about it. And once again, our heart goes out to you for what you went through losing your father. And later on tonight, I will be putting a link in the description. You guys just remind me in the second hour. I would appreciate that. Here we go. Valerie comes in. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get to Valerie, Maddie, you got to help me out here. That was a $20 from Michael Lando. So right. He gets Ken O'Brien to Wesley Walker. Here we go. Outstanding, Michael. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now we get to Valerie. And she said, Valerie, $5, channel member, Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Valerie says, hoping for 4 sacks again. I'm hoping for more.
Same. I love sacks no matter what. Even if it's a game with two teams that I don't care about, I love watching a quarterback get sacked.
Well, not only that, Maddie, but like it's like last week I think I predicted like 2, and we got 4. And there were people in the chat saying we get 5, and I was like, no way, we're getting that high. And we got 4.
Close. I mean, they looked good.
2 from Will McDonald.
A lot of positives to take out of last week's game.
Let's hope, Valerie. Let's hope for it. I would love to see Josh Allen go down. See, I think that would be just as sweet, if not sweeter, than Aaron Rodgers because he's a division rival.
I prefer. Honestly, can we stop talking about Aaron Rodgers now? Like,
no, people were talking about it last week. And you even came out and said, "I like seeing him get sacked, but it's because he was a quarterback."
Yeah, this rent free. What I'm saying is heads with Rodgers, not you necessarily.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, if Rodgers is just the Bills and Josh Allen division rivals.
Yeah, it's a little nicer, but I'm just so done with the Jets fans constantly worrying about what Aaron Rodgers does. It's done. Leave it alone.
By the way, yes, Lane, they can. Will they? We don't know.
Therein lies the question.
All right, here we go. We got another super chat, $20 from Cousin Kenny, Ivan Shortputsky, Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. He comes in, he says, okay, Michael, I just sold one of our vehicles, so here you go. Oh, is he challenging Michael Lando?
Apparently.
Yeah, uh-oh. I appreciate it, Cousin Kenny. And you, of course, with a $20 super chat. Let's do Vinny to Wayne Corbett. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea how much it helps out the show when you guys do these super chats, gift channel memberships, things like that. Believe me, my refrigerator went in the past 6 months. My oven went. My car went. I mean, these things help out. But like I've said before, if you don't have the money to super chat, gift channel memberships, Maddie, we just hit the thumbs up, hit the like button.
Hit the like button helps.
Subscribe
every
if you're
little
new.
thing you can do.
Yeah, subscribe if you're new. All that great stuff. But I really appreciate that a lot, guys. You guys are really helping out. Let's pop down here. Kim and Chris still in the house. Lane in the house. Let's see here. Buzz Nutter says he can run. Are we talking about Brees? Because yes, he can. Brees Hall is
he put any doubts to bed last week in my mind.
Oh, he's going to need to go more than one game.
He does, but I mean, just to hear the way everybody talked about him in the preseason, and then he came out and just stepped up, handled business. I have no doubt that he can do that all year long.
Michael Lando comes in, says, I do these things because I want this channel to succeed, because you and Maddie get it and feel exactly how I feel after a typical Jets game.
Thank you, Michael. It's good to be
I hope we resonate with all you guys like that. Like I said, we're just like two fucking like just old school
dudes.
Yeah, old school Jets fans sitting at the top of Giant Stadium, eating a hot dog, a knish, drinking a beer, or having a beer spilt on us.
Stealing beer from my dad when he's not looking.
Hell yeah. Chris has 5 sacks or more. Quincy strip sack Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Quinnen, etc. Hoping for our New York Jets, making it miserable, living hell for Josh Allen. It's possible.
I say, man, and the saying "any given Sunday" is very real, because I mean, how many times do you see where you're like, this team has no chance, and they shock the world? So, love to see it. Would love to see it.
Rick Simmons comes in, gets a Jets chant. Jets. Now, keep in mind, folks, in a little while, and I want your guys' thoughts too. How do we beat the Buffalo Bills? Is it predicated on the run game? Is that our key to success? But in a little while, we are going to be going through all of tomorrow's games or all this week's games, and we will be giving you our predictions, which we tell you over and over and over and over and over. Don't bet on what we say,
especially this week, because I have given no thought to any of them.
No, me neither. Neither.
Zero.
We'll go in nice and blind.
It has been busy this week, and honestly, all I have thought is, I'm ready for the weekend, but that's it. I mean, when you read these, it'll probably be the first time I even know some of these people are playing each
other. So Rick comes in with the $5. Thank you. And he says, Mike, your boys looked good, but the Bills are the Bills, and they're going to just roll over. They're not just going to just roll over.
I mean, that's very, very true.
Yeah, I do not expect them to. There's some wins in there, but not against my Raiders. Hey, man, I'm a big Raiders fan, man. You beat the Patriots last week. I'll take it. I will take it.
Yeah, that was good.
Mike, I have to ask, when one GMC went down, why did you buy another GMC? Because we could do a trade-in. That's why. It was just easier. And we had to do it within like a day or two. Because we were going on a road trip vacation for a week. So we're actually thrilled with the new car. It handles so well. It's so comfortable. Like everything about it, we love more. Like when we got the other GMC, from the start, there was weird things that I was like, don't love it. My wife loved it, but the new one, everyone loves it. So, but good question. It does seem kind of stupid. I unfortunately don't have the money, but no, Chris, the thumbs up button, man. And I know you already hit it. So you did yours. You did your job. Let's see here. Brian, channel member, comes in, says, what's the plan of attack? Come out hot, try to catch the Bills flat-footed, or try to win field position ball control. Also, Justin Fields equals underrated. I said this before, man, and I want you guys. I think our running game is the key to the whole thing. Coming out strong, also big thing. And Aaron Glenn has had this team, even in the preseason, coming out pretty fired up. So let's see what happens. I think obviously field position and ball control. We will have ball control. I think the Jets end up with a more time of possession than the Bills tomorrow. But that's because we're going to be running the ball very slowly down the field. You know, Josh Allen's like we talked about it earlier. I don't know if you were in here, Brian, but we were saying like the Jets will take 7 minutes, run and methodically drive down the field to get a touchdown. Josh Allen will come in a minute and a half and tie the game up. So,
yeah, I mean, that logic is sound.
That's what I'm looking at. And guys, I appreciate a lot of you guys in here. I hope some of you guys are new. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel so much. And yeah, let's see here. Chris says Justin Fields of dreams. Hopefully for our New York Jets, baby. The Bills are going to win by 3 scores. I don't see that happening.
I don't see that. I think I'm the more realistic of the two hosts tonight in that, but 3 scores is outlandish.
Well, what are you thinking? What are you thinking for a final score?
I think the Jets lose by 7-10.
7 to 10 points, not to score 7 to 10.
No, by 7 to 10 points. I believe me, I want to come in here Monday and have a little thing under my name say I love being wrong. But you know, the Bills they're so good, and
they are.
I think they're going to win by 7 to 10 points. I'm thinking like 23-13.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do. It's just
I think the score will be higher than that, but I mean your point spread I don't think is crazy.
Yeah. So
I think the Bills can score way more than 23, and I think the Jets can score way more than 10. So
yeah,
we will see. But Grant, our Canadian Jets fan in the house, hey everyone. Kurt Muller in here says, "Get ready to be 0-2, losers." Good. I hope. Are you a Bills fan? Welcome. And you know what? Most of us.
I've been 0-2 so many times, motherfucker. I can do it in my sleep.
Yeah, not only that, but I think most of it, like me and Maddie, had the Jets winning like 1 game maybe in the first before the bye. Yeah.
So like 0-2, shit, I can do that in my sleep,
Kurt,
baby.
Yeah, Kurt, we're not going to fight with you here. We're Jets fans, and the one thing I could say about a lot of Jets fans is we're very realistic.
I was ready to be 0-2 before this season started.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Scott, I don't feel like I saw you last, or was it Monday or last Saturday? But either way, ladies and gentlemen, this is incredible. That means that we have a Scott sighting. Good job, Scott. Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, Kurt's coming in. He's trying to troll, but he doesn't realize that this show loves trolls, I think. You can't beat the Bills, LOL. Thanks, teenage girl. Sauce needs an interception.
I agree with that. I'd like to see Sauce get a pick. It'd be good for his ego. I think I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, and not like last year where he got it in like the last game of the season on an easy.
Yeah, like one that matters, you know.
Yeah, that one. I forget what game it was. It was towards the end of the season, but it was almost like the quarterback threw. It was like almost as easy as when Michael Strahan sacked Brett Favre to get the sack.
Yeah, and you were just like, oh,
okay. Josh MF Allen, and then Jets will go 7-10. Hey, Kurt.
Wow. You're nicer to us than we are.
Yeah, we'll take it. We will take it any day.
Kurt, you're suddenly a friend of the show.
Yeah, Kurt, can you come in and bring us that luck of a 7-win season?
Bring us a 7-10 season. We're down.
Justin Fields is a joke experiment. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we?
I don't know. I mean, yesterday or last week, that experiment looked pretty good.
How are we all delusional, you douche? We're the ones we have the Jets winning 5 games this season.
You're the one saying they're
going to win delusional.
More games than we do, unless he's talking about the chat, which is possible.
Oh, maybe he could be talking about the
if
chat.
That's the case. That's fine.
We're delusional. He had us at 7 wins this season.
I know.
Who's delusional now?
We'll show you.
Who's delusional now, MFer?
Lord.
Ryan comes in. He's a Bills fan. Clearly, go Buffalo Bills. It's good to see you, Ryan. You're welcome anytime. You guys can come in anytime you want. I'm hitting the thumbs down. Hey, little do you know that actually does help in the algorithm, so feel free. As long as any kind of interaction, like all this chat you're doing in the chat room and hitting the thumbs down or thumbs up, all that, YouTube doesn't give a shit. So I appreciate it. I wish I could get. When is StreamYard going to figure out how to get our emojis where I can put them up on the screen? Because Valerie came in and put the anti-Bills emoji up.
That's all right. They see it on YouTube.
I know they see it. I've been waiting to ask the GMC question. Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, we're very happy with the new car. Very, very happy. All right, let's keep moving along here because we do have to get to picks for this week, folks. We will see. Ryan, Field sucks. Well, he didn't last week. That's all we'll say.
Yeah, he played really well last week.
The Bills will let you run and you'll turn the ball over on 3 or 4 multiple times. Yeah. Neither our offense or our defense has a turnover.
Yeah, it's our special teams was the issue, and that guy.
And guess where he is?
Didn't he? Who'd he sign with?
He's on the Giants.
Oh, was it the Giants? That's right.
Yeah. By the way,
the Bengals.
By the way, Jets fans, how excited are we that Gibson's gone? Like, he hasn't done anything good for us. Literally, we talked about this too since that game where Rodgers went down.
Yeah, long.
And it was one play. One play.
Yep.
And somehow he's kept a job for 3 years.
Goodbye. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's nice to see the coach standing on business, as they say.
The Bills typically play ball control like we're hoping the Jets do. Now, I think the Jets will have win or lose, the Jets will have more time of possession. Because we don't throw the ball with Justin Fields. Here's one of our Bills fans who's here every week, Kurt and
Chris,
Ryan.
one of our favorites.
Yeah, he's in here every week. It's going to be a close one. I agree. I think we're looking at a 1-score victory. 1 score. Whether it's 3, 7, 8, whatever. It's going to be somewhere in there.
See, I'm going to be watching the game on my phone at the baby shower at the last bit of it. So that'll be fun.
Ryan, Buffalo 2-0, New England 1-1, Dolphins and Jets 0-2. Man, most likely.
Okay.
That's most likely how it's going to happen. But the good thing is I went into this season honestly being like, okay, well, the Jets are going to be in last place in the division. I didn't think that before the season started.
Doubt that.
No, the Dolphins are going to be Dolphins are going to be in last place.
We'll see. I mean,
Ivan Shortputsky, Kurt is a Bills fanboy cheerleader whose DraftKings account equals 0.
Well, so does mine.
Yeah, well, so does mine because I don't gamble. But
thank you, Scott. I 100% agree with you.
Bills will score over 30. Get real. I agree. I think Maddie had him at 23. I think they're going to score more than that.
I think the Jets will keep them under 30, but again, I don't think the Jets will win either. So, but we'll see. I mean, hey, who knows?
Jets are a bunch of losers.
That's not what that says. Read it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jets are much of losers.
Well, so thank you for coming in, Borat. It's nice to see you. Many losers. Okay.
Bills fans have a great football team, Maddie, but they're not that smart. That's the problem. So they come in. I read it as it should have been written.
You should have read it in Borat's voice, like I'm sure it sounds.
But Jets, look, we're losers. We haven't made the playoffs in 14 years. I've been a Jets fan for 40 years, and 35 of those have been losing seasons. Like, you think you're telling me something I don't know?
Yeah, come on. Like I always tell people, there's nothing you can say to me about the Jets that I haven't said louder and more angrily with alcohol involved.
Rick, I think it's going to be closer than people think.
Could be.
I think it'll be closer than Matt because Maddie had a 10-point spread. I'm going to 1-score spread. So, once again, we'll see tomorrow. God, my reaction video, if we get blown out tomorrow, will be fun for all. For all.
It certainly will. But
I could not find you guys Monday. How is that possible?
That's weird.
A lot of people found us Monday.
Yeah, we had a good turnout on Monday. That's kind of strange, Scott. I mean, you're subscribed to the channel. That's kind of weird.
Here's our boy Michael Lando in the house says, I will always support this team. Hell yeah. I once sat in the stands in the last game of the season in December of 92 against the Saints. Snow everywhere, and I caught a cold. Been through the ringer with this team. Oh my! I mean, the war stories that Jets fans have.
Well, the foam on the beer freezes and you got to chip through it with your key to get through to the beer.
I've had that happen outside, because I sit outside
Yeah.
all the time. Like, I don't care. Like, I sit outside, it's negative 15 degrees, and I sit outside and just, have a drink or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy when you're sitting out there and you get like into, you haven't had a sip of your beer in a while.
Yeah. And
and you're watching YouTube, and then all of a sudden you grab it and there's like it's already frosted at the top and you have to break it.
It does that out here in Denver a lot, like those like late December games.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Buffalo Bills fans, and not Chris, obviously. Chris knows what we do and how we have fun. But I think Bills fans come into this show thinking they're going to come and troll the shit out of us when we know, not only do we know who we are,
we're realistic.
But I also think that they're extremely jealous because they've never won a Super Bowl. That's the thing. Everyone else in the division has, they have not. And they're one of those pathetic teams that has never won a Super Bowl. And they probably never will, because I've told you this a million times, Maddie. One of my favorite things, traditions, there's Christmas and there's Halloween, but there's always that spot in January where the Bills lose in the playoffs and you see Josh Allen sitting on the sideline looking up at the scoreboard, and he just has this sad face. And it's like, it's become a family tradition. And I really enjoy that.
It's like the reverse champagne pop that the Dolphins do every year.
What do you mean? What is champagne pop?
Well, because they have the only undefeated season. And so the 74 Dolphins, or whatever year it was, every year when the last undefeated team loses, they get together and have a champagne pop. So this is your version of it in reverse.
I guess that makes sense. 14 years comes in and says this is a winnable game if Aaron Glenn doesn't want to be SOJ. What is that?
SOJ, let me think.
Maddie's tired. And there you go. Maddie's tired, but you still have to go into work, don't you?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's been a busy weekend, and it's gonna still be a busy weekend, and next week's gonna be even worse. So there's a rock star in the fridge right now, just getting cold for me for the drive-in.
I agree 100% with you. 14 years. If Aaron Glenn wins this game, that would be a very not same old Jets for the Jets to pull. But once again, that's a hard ask. Once again, if the Jets lose this game, can you really start attacking Aaron Glenn? Now, if he pulls the bullshit boners that he pulled last week, going for 2 in the first quarter when they missed the field goal, and here's a free field goal there and a free point. That's the Jets. The Jets cannot take points for granted. That's like, I will scream that from the goddamn rooftops.
Yeah, no, the Jets need to get every point they possibly can. That's without risking anything. It's
look, we brought Kurt in.
All right,
Kurt, you're welcome anytime, man.
Yeah, dude, you're always welcome. Come in and talk shit, dude. We have a good time. We
love talking shit back and forth. Yeah. So, like, even when I sat there and said, "Oh, Bills fans are fucking stupid and they haven't won a Super Bowl," yeah, that's what Jets fans say because we haven't gone to the playoffs in 14 years. So we need something, So this is what this channel is. We have Dolphins fans, Patriots fans, Bills fans, Broncos fans, Philly fans.
Like I said, if you got nothing to do, you're welcome to come in here and just talk ball with us. We're always happy.
There you go. Grant says, call in, Kirk. Give us all your takes on the Jets.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, man. I remember when which Dolphins fan called in with that from like
Scott Black called in from like Ecuador.
Yeah, like Nicaragua or something.
Yeah, he was on a vacation down there and he's at a beautiful resort. That was hilarious.
Lando, one of our boys. Lando comes in. I will never understand why other teams' fans go into other teams' chat rooms. Did they get shunned from theirs? Haha. Michael, it's because we're welcoming and we like to talk shit back and forth.
Yeah.
And eventually they come in to troll, and then they realize, hey, we can fuck with these guys and they won't take it too seriously. And they'll fuck us back. Yeah. And then we end up having a good time. It's I feel like that's how you got to be when I was a kid. I feel like I would have gotten all pissed off and been like, F you.
Yeah, it was far more militant in your youth. Once you're old enough and you realize that, like, if you get your ass kicked at a stadium, no one's going to stay home and miss the team flight back to take care of you. You realize you're here for your enjoyment, you're not part of an army.
And there you go. Lane, Mets. We got a bunch of Giants fans that come in too. Yeah. But they're not. They don't show up too much recently because the Giants are not looking good.
Well,
The Buzz.
yeah,
You are really such a douche.
I don't know what to say about the Giants, man. I think they're in for a real long season.
Oh, I hope. Look, I hope not. And here's the one thing I will say about the Giants: just don't rush Jackson Dart out there. No matter how much pressure you're getting from your fans, do not rush a rookie out there. The Jets have made that mistake a million goddamn times. Let him sit. If you got to bring him in later, and now they have the lightest part of the Giants schedule is like their last like 3 to 5 games, I believe. If you want to bring him in then, but do not bring him in when you have a gauntlet of like Philly, Kansas City.
Yeah, don't just throw him in there to get his ass kicked and learn the hard way.
Well, yeah, and then he loses confidence and all this other. Just save the kid for next season, and build your offensive line so that he's protected. Like that's what I would say. That's what I would say to the Giants.
Yeah,
I would love a gifted membership, but I'm happy for everyone else. And you know what, guys, if someone gives 5 channel memberships, I'll give 5 channel memberships, and hopefully we can get Chris a gifted channel membership. I don't know why in the hell he hasn't gotten one in all the times that we get these gifted channel memberships, but we'll try to do that tonight, Chris. We'll see what happens, and we'll try. I have this weird feeling because usually gifted channel memberships go out to people who interact with the channel a lot, and you clearly do. So I don't know what's going on. I hope you have it turned on, gifted channel memberships. I subscribe, Jets fans, Pats, or Fins fans. Well, look, Kurt, that's one thing we have in common. We all fucking hate the Dolphins and the Patriots. So at least we have that in common, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of the AFC East is we all hate each other. So there's always 2 friends or enemies of my friend or whatever,
Now, Lane, you do realize it's week 2, but I will answer your question. In week 3, the Jets are away. They play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a winnable game. The Dolphins after that is a winnable game. The Cowboys after that is a winnable game. Broncos is going to be a tough one. Panthers winnable game, and Cincinnati Bengals, they're really like I don't know how to take them. Like I feel like they can beat great teams, but they can lose to crap teams.
Team right now.
Hold on, Maddie, I just lost you. Repeat that.
I said there's a lot of feeling out to do with that team right now. I agree. I don't know what to make of them either. The Bengals. They're a team I would 100% not put any money on either way at all this season right now, is how I would describe them.
Ryan, you're not telling us anything we don't know, man. We'll be lucky. The Jets will be lucky to get 2 wins before the bye week. Like they will. I think the Panthers and the Dolphins are probably the most likely. But we could fuck that up.
Yeah, believe me, we are great at that.
Yeah, we own fucking shit up. Like nobody tried to take that from us. This chat is like MetLife. It's half the other team's fans.
Pretty much the night it is. It's kind of fun.
That gets a Jets chat. I love that comment. Jets. You're speaking the truth. With Gibson, Aaron Glenn put his money where his mouth is. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the only problem I have. He set an example, right? He fucked up. He cut him. And it's not like, but Gibson was a guy who could be cut.
He wasn't essential to this.
Yeah, if Brees fumbles the ball, or Braylon Allen fumbles the ball, or Fields throws 2 interceptions, he's not cutting them.
You ain't cutting fucking Fields or Brees or anything.
Well, yeah, you only got like a few guys that you could make an example of, kind of deal.
Yeah,
and he just played that card.
But hopefully it puts everybody on notice.
Jet Life Stadium hopefully will be rocking. Guys, everybody, numbers are going up. Hit the thumbs up.
Probably.
That's all I ask. Hit the thumbs up. And then they keep going up.
But yeah, the stadium should be pretty good. I don't think we're going to have a big travel crowd for the Bills this Sunday. So
I do. The Bills always travel good.
I don't think they're gonna this
They're
week.
not that far.
I got a feeling it's gonna be kind of one of those chill, enjoy the last of the springtime, like, or fall. I don't know. I think that it's gonna be mostly Jet fans tomorrow.
Since when do men go to baby showers? Since Maddie
Agreed.
became gay.
Agreed.
since Maddie started limp wristing it all over the place. I don't know. I would never.
Whatever, fuckface. I cannot wait till
if
your
my
kids-
wife was like, yeah, so we're going to be going to a baby shower. I'm like, I'd be like, who, you and the girls?
Yeah, but
Not me.
just wait, fuckface. When your kids have them, you'll see. You talk all this shit because you and me are
my
so far
kids
removed.
have them.
You have daughters. You're gonna have baby showers. You're gonna go.
No, I'm gonna go.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you got me.
What would I do at a baby? Did you?
Okay.
Here's what I know. What my wife did at her baby shower.
Okay, tell me the future.
Oh no, maybe that was the wedding shower. Is there a wedding shower? Do girls do that?
I don't know, but
bridal.
You'll be at them, dude. Watch. You talk.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Especially if they're on a Sunday.
Okay, we'll see.
Get the hell out of here.
I love how balls deep in the world you are with fucking, like, under 10 kids. Wait till they're fucking in their 20s.
Do you really think that my daughters would be offended if I didn't go to their baby shower knowing me? Yep. Get the hell out of here. I'd be the only guy there. Actually, you'll probably be there.
Okay. I'll be dead by then.
All right, guys. I'm gonna move down. I gotta move down. Why would you, Jim? Why would you even say that? He had the best game of his career. He didn't do that much. Him and Rodgers were pretty much on the same page. If you take away Rodgers' stupid flip that they counted as a touchdown, they both had 3 touchdowns. He's so stupid. Alex, what's up? Hey guys, happy Saturday. Upset City coming tomorrow. Weirder things have happened. There we go.
Hope so, man. Like I say, I really hope I'm wrong. I would love a Jets upset. It would make my whole week.
All right, I appreciate all of you guys in the chat right now. It is blowing up, so I've got to move down. Ricky's in the house. Ricky, awesome. Good to see you. Jim's still in here. Hyro in here. Got a wedding coming up. These past couple days have been crazy, plus work
for everybody.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you. But here we go. Michael Lando in the house getting the Jets chant. Jets. $10. Michael Lando says, my thoughts are it's not who you play, it's when you play them. Jets home and 0-2 start is a death sentence. Bills coming off a big comeback win. That takes a lot out of you. Think about it. I would look, Michael, what I can agree with you there is that I'd rather be playing a Bills team that won than a Bills team that lost, because then they're going to be on fire. They're going to be hungry, even more hungry than they are going to be tomorrow. So anything we can do to knock any pegs down, to get the Bills down to our level, I'll take. And I'd rather have them win last week than lose. But thank you, Michael. You're the effing man.
You love it. We appreciate it.
Once again, guys, just catching up in the chat. Bills chick in the house. Bills fan here. Your Jets are going to be tough. And look, fair enough. And you have home field advantage. It's anyone's game tomorrow. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, that's again.
Appreciate that.
The reason the most popular saying about the NFL is any given Sunday is exactly that.
All right, I'm moving down in the chat, guys. Moving down in the chat. Here we go. Brian comes in, channel member 5, gifted Midnight Mike Show channel. There we go, and you get a Jets chant. Jets. And I forgot for Michael. I've already played both. I got one more. This one's for Michael. This one's for Brian, and then I'm going to give some channel memberships. But let's do for the 5 gifted channel memberships. Michael Landau's 10. Here's the catch. Garrett Wilson last season, Halloween against the Texans. You guys are kicking ass tonight. I so much appreciate all this. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm down to the end of the chat here. Chris was the most recent one. JETS Jets, and now you're all coming in with more. I love it. Greg Rallo. We could do it. We can do it. But let's bring in our Vikings correspondent. And so he and Maddie are going to talk amongst themselves while I gift 5 channel memberships because I promised that I would.
Can we stop calling him our Vikings correspondent and start really calling him what he is, which is our unofficial and unwanted WNBA correspondent?
And WWE?
No, that's just you two both like that, but we all hate the WNBA, but he's constantly talking about
I haven't watched wrestling in over a decade.
You still like it.
I don't like it. I like watching old wrestling from the 80s and 90s. Hell fucking yeah. All right, let's bring him in. Sean Neutron, how you doing tonight?
What's up, Sean?
What's up, gentlemen? I go to baby showers of people I don't even know.
You don't really.
I'm just kidding.
All right, fair enough.
Like I say, you guys will see, dude. It sucks, but you get fucking forced into shit.
I'm not going to no gender reveal parties.
Maddie, you're the man of the house. So
Like, okay, go ahead. Yeah, believe that shit. But you really want to live with a really angry woman for over a month on end or whatever? Yeah, you talk a good game. You're not where I'm at.
How long have you been married?
It'll be 13 years in November.
Okay, so we're on the same page. Today was my wedding
You don't have kids
anniversary.
that are fucking having babies.
Yeah, but those kids were around before you showed up. Usually that's
Doesn't
even
matter.
You should have been like, this is okay. Let's role play. So your wife walks. I'll role
Do
play.
you guys need a room?
No. So Mike's or Maddie's wife walks in, and she says, "Now, Maddie Jets, we have a baby shower." Yeah, she calls you Maddie Jets. We have a baby shower to go to this weekend, and I want you to go out, and I want you to get a gift and wrap it up really nicely.
When it's our daughter's baby shower is this week.
And I want you to come to the spa with us. And
not going to any spa.
Get your nails done with us, and we're going to get ready for this baby shower.
You know what, dude? I say,
Maddie,
all this bullshit.
And then this is Maddie. Maddie should do this. She's looking at her and go, "Woman, listen.
Woman,
listen. I like to do. I like to do a lot of things with the dames, but you broads are crazy. I'm not going to no baby shower. Yeah, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to smoke a cigar."
You know what?
Have a beer.
In 10 years' time, actually, let's see. In about 15 years.
No, my wife would kick my ass if I said that.
Yeah,
that's an offer I can refuse.
But I would know. But to be fair, I wouldn't go to a baby shower. Yeah, I just wouldn't word. I obviously wouldn't word it like that.
In 16 years or whatever, when it's time and you go, remember this conversation.
Did you guys ever seen the meme or the screenshot of the person who's saying, "Hey, dude, you want to hang out?" And the guy's like, "I just had a baby. My wife just had a baby 2 days ago." He's like, "Oh, you've known me for 15 years, but you just known that baby 2 days, and he's more important."
I don't think so.
Like, bro, have some perspective.
Real quick. Okay, so Vit was gifted a channel membership. Wesley was gifted Foot's Big. He's actually Foot's Big just showed up last week. How'd he get one? But it's okay. Foot's Big, you're the man.
He was cool. I'm glad he got one.
Antonio and Matt Wilson, the guy who apparently is never around, even though he's in most of our chats, gets a gifted channel membership. But like I said, I promised that I would also gift a channel membership. So I'm going to do that right now. Here we go. Midnight Mike is gifting a channel membership. Let's hit the Jets chant. Here we go. Who got him? Oh, Chris, we can't win. Brian, 14 years gets one.
Hey, that's cool.
Poppins gets one. Lord Bulbasaur gets one. Richard gets one, and Kaokin gets one. I'm sorry, man. I tried. We tried, Chris. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. Exactly, Scott. What the hell? And Scott didn't get one, but Scott has gotten them. All right, guys, it's time. Let's get into picks for this week.
Yeah, I got limited time, so we got to get to it.
All right, let's do this now. You guys in the comments, please feel free.
This is WNBA playoff picks, right?
Absolutely. That's what we're going with right now. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We got our things here. Let's see. So tomorrow, week 2, the 1:00 games. Seattle Seahawks. I believe, the team on the bottom is going to be your home team. So Seattle's headed to Pittsburgh. Yep, Maddie, what do you think?
Steelers. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I got to go Steelers. I have way more confidence in them, especially seeing how they played against the Jets. And I think that
I think the Jets are a better team than the Steelers this year. And
Well, I was going to say I'm not an NFC guy. Sean is. Sean, what are most people saying about you think about the Seahawks over there in the NFC?
I mean, you got those two receivers. They got pretty good running backs, but I think their offensive line is lacking. Darnold, I didn't really see too much of him last week, honestly, but you have to go with the momentum the Steelers have after, putting up all those points and Rodgers having such a fantastic start at home, especially with a very passionate fan base. I mean, they've put up with a lot of underwhelming play the last 8 years since they've had a playoff win. So they're ready for to have a really good team again.
So who are you taking?
I'm taking Pittsburgh. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh too. They just seem like the stronger team. Ricky has the Jets winning by 3.
Okay.
Like I said, I like the confidence.
I do too.
My holy king, Seahawks. He wants the Seahawks to win. Let's go to the next game. So we got Steelers across the board right there.
Yep.
The Patriots traveling down to Miami to play the Dolphins. I'll go first on this one. The Dolphins have showed me I thought before the season started, I picked the Dolphins to be last in the division. They did nothing really well, nothing good in the offseason. Tyreek Hill is pissed off. People are going up and trolling him in whatever.
Yeah, they are.
I got even though the Dolphins should win being at home, I'm going Patriots. What do you think, Maddie?
Same, going Patriots 100%. Patriots are coming off a real smarting loss to the Raiders, and I think that they're going to go out there, and I think that they're just going to fucking step all over the Dolphins, and I expect them to win by double digits.
And Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, but you have an underwhelming coach. You got Tyreek Hill, who I'm old enough to remember when people were trying to compare him to Justin Jefferson. And just, Tua is just, there's a ceiling on him, even if he's healthy. I think there's a ceiling on his performances. Their A-chain is probably the most dynamic thing they have. But it's nothing's gonna be enough against, I think the Patriots have a lot more nice pieces, and I see them winning. Then I would probably say about by at least 10 points.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility. So once again, Patriots across the board. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., the Jacksonville Jaguars head up to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. For me, like I said, I never know how to judge the Bengals over the past couple years.
Great.
It's really hard to judge them. But they're at home, so I'm going to pick the Cincinnati Bengals. Sean, what are your thoughts?
I think the head should tell me to pick the Bengals, but for some reason I'm not even go heart here because I don't really have any heart in the Jaguars. But the gut is saying this is gonna be one of those games that they inexplicably lose, even though the Jaguars are the lesser team. Etienne looked pretty good last week for them. I still have questions about Cincinnati's defense, and who knows? What Chase only had 2 catches, 26 yards last week. So what if he has another subpar game? There's going to be a lot of questions.
Maddie?
Bengals. I would have picked this. I would have picked the Bengals even if they weren't Jacksonville, but them being at home cements it. I don't think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be one of those games that, like if you're a fan, you sit there and watch it. But if you just happen to be like a football fan and your team doesn't play until the afternoon game, you're going to change this to whatever else is on.
Valerie comes in and says Zach might get his moment. God forbid. You think Tua's going to be gone already?
That'd be hilarious.
I don't see it happening that quick. Here we go. Next on our list is our game. The New York Jets are welcoming the Buffalo Bills into JetLife Stadium. Let's go to Maddie. Maddie, we've already kind of talked about it, but your quick thoughts.
All right. Yeah, you heard what I had to say. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, thanks, Maddie.
Let me get my papers ready. Hold on.
Sean, what do you think?
Gotta go Bills. Josh Allen's on just a different level than every other quarterback right now. They've got a lot of weapons. And their defense is pretty solid, but and Jets, they looked really good last week. I like Fields, but I just don't think it's be enough to keep up with the Bills this week.
I got to sign off. Apparently, a homeless person showed up at my daughter's work and tried to kidnap her.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Like I don't know. My wife was literally like that's why she was like, apparently the cops are there right now and everything's fucking crazy.
She's
I'm gonna
okay
have to
then.
go. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
fine.
go,
I guess,
go,
but
go take care of that, Matt.
I'll update you guys later. But I need to be available.
Okay,
and
yes,
everything.
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Go,
go do that, Matt.
This
Sorry
episode's
about that.
fucking crazy. I'm not making this up, but I'll keep you guys posted.
All right.
We got you.
All right, bye.
Jesus. That's something I didn't have on our scorecard.
Actually, I did. It was no.
Someone's daughter on the show is going to almost get kidnapped by a homeless
And I
person.
also have the winning Powerball number.
Well, I'd rather have that, Sean. Sean, I'm gonna 100% agree with you. And I'm sorry to all you Jets fans in the chat right now. I was super confident last week. I picked the Jets to beat the Steelers. I said it was going to be a tie game and then go into overtime. Nick Folk kicking the winning field goals in overtime. We have to be realistic here. Now, once again, do the Jets have a path to victory? Yes. They have an outstanding offensive line with an outstanding run game. That is the Bills' Achilles heel. The Bills.
Breece Hall looked really good last week.
Yeah, and so did Justin Fields. Like, he was getting out of sacks, scrambling around. You know, that the Jets do have a path to beat the Bills. But
so the fact that Breece Hall played that well against Pittsburgh, I mean, that gives you a lot of promise and hope.
Yeah, and the Bills' run defense is terrible. Ravens ran all over him, so there is a chance, but we have to be realistic. The Jets are picked at the bottom of the league. The Bills are picked to be Super Bowl contenders. I got to go with the Bills. I think it's going to be a one-score game, but I got to go Bills. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of confidence in the chat, and I appreciate that, guys. Like, you guys are making me feel better. So now tomorrow, the Rams, 1 p.m., the Rams head into Tennessee to play the Titans. Sean, I'll let you go first. I think this one should be pretty easy.
Yeah, I got to go Rams. Titans are still trying to figure everything out with the young quarterback. Rams, I'm they have one of the best receiver duos in the league, top 3 for sure. And Stafford, kind of ho-hum game last week. But I could see him starting to really break out, and people will be like, oh, wait a second, Matt Stafford is still an elite quarterback. So despite his age, so I definitely I have the Rams with that one for sure.
I also have the Rams, and I just want to point out that I'm so sad because this is not sold in Connecticut. I got one 12-pack when I was down in Tennessee, and then I got one 12-pack. My mom, for my birthday, brought me up a 12-pack from Jersey, but it's my last real American Hulk Hogan beer. So
there we go. Cheers.
Hopefully, cheers. Hopefully I can get my hands on some more because it's good. Look, I like shitty American beer, and that's what it is. It's just like a Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light.
I got a mango wheat Blue Moon with my name on it downstairs right now. So after the show,
I got to start banging it now. All right. The Browns and the Ravens. Once again, this one should be easy. Sean, who's winning this game?
I mean, the Browns are going to put in Shadur Sanders and win the game, obviously. No, but Ravens.
Could you imagine?
Oh gosh! By the time they turn to him this season, it'll just be pure comedy. I'm there for it. No, but obviously, Browns, just there's nothing to get up for that. I mean, even when you see fantasy players and when you're fantasy drafts, there's nothing to get excited about. Ravens are they're going to make up for last week. They're going to start early and often, and it's going to be a blowout.
I agree. Ravens taking this very easily. Ain't going to be a problem. Buzz, if Bills 41-10. Oh God. My reaction video tomorrow, if the Jets lose 41-10.
Just use the same angry screenshot you always have.
Oh no, it'll be even more angry than those. It'll be even more angry than those. My unholy king and Maddie, peace. Sorry, Maddie. You and your family. Dang, hope Maddie's fam is okay.
Where does his daughter work? Do you know?
I feel like he's told me.
Oh, gotcha.
But I feel like I'm
just trying to think of what kind of scenario that would be.
I want to say it's a retail. Like it's a retail. Yeah. Like I don't think it's a restaurant. I don't know.
I'm hoping they had multiple people there with her, at least like other employees too.
I think Maddie just wants to get to the baby shower early.
It's fair.
The Jets can beat a Buffalo in MetLife. We'll see. I hope so. Valerie wants to know how your mom is doing.
Hey, actually,
By the
funny.
way, this isn't a wise ass thing, folks, where you're like, hey, how's your mom doing? No, Valerie, we genuinely want to know, and Valerie wants to know. That's nice.
Actually, ironic you asked that tonight because so she's been doing really good, and she hasn't been complaining about her ribs or anything, and she's been getting around okay. She still isn't driving yet because that's going to take some more time, obviously, once she's fully healed. But tonight we had a little bit of a scare where she slipped on her sandal and fell down 5 stairs. But she did not sustain any major injuries, no head injuries, nothing. She didn't re-break any ribs or make them worse because she wasn't complaining any pain there. She just is a little sore, landed on her wrist a little bit, little soreness, but we got very lucky. They're very scary, but yeah. So we're like, Mom, please, we're just gonna put you in bubble wrap now.
Yeah, really. Well, to be fair, the car accident wasn't her fault.
Well, no, but thank you for asking, Valerie. Very sweet of you.
You know how many times I've told you, Sean, not to leave your micro machines all over the stairs?
Damn it. I was just rooming all over the place, bro.
Buzz comes in and says mango wheat blue moon. I think he's a Dolphins fan, not a Vikings fan. Have you seen the Vikings cheerleaders? He's a Vikings fan.
Brother, man, it is delicious. Mango wheat is delicious. I don't care what you want to say. It goes down easy.
49ers and the Saints tomorrow, 1 p.m. in New Orleans. I feel like a lot of these are easy picks, Sean. Tell me, do you have something surprise that you're not going to pick the 49ers here?
Well, there's the only reason that there's a glimmer of hope for the Saints is because there's no Kittle and no Purdy. Kittle has a hamstring injury. Purdy has, I forgot what injury he has, but he's out for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the Saints have a nobody. Like
who's the backup quarterback for the 49ers? I'm drawing a blank.
I feel like I knew this. It was a Patriot. It was
it's not Beathard, right?
No. I for some reason I think it's is it Mac Jones?
No, he's on the
Who's another former Patriot? I feel like it was a former Patriot QB. Can we look this up?
Oh, is it what's his face? It's not Jacoby Brissett, is it?
No. Guys, no, everyone's saying Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is on. I think he's on Jack. Is he? Oh, he left Jacksonville.
Yeah, so I think I was right. I said Mac
okay.
Jones.
Well, I missed that somewhere. Well, thanks for the update, guys.
Ricky says actually our third or fourth string, whatever he was, Adrian Martinez is there. All right, guys, I appreciate that. Thank you. That was quick. Good job, chat. Loving you guys tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Saints, Olave can't stay on the damn field as it is. I mean, you got Kamara, that's about it, and you got a really weird quarterback situation. So even with all of those 2 major injuries for the 49ers, I'm just gonna say 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. This might be a contest. I mean, the Giants looked like crap, but if they play a little better, the Cowboys. I know that the Cowboys played the Eagles really well in Week 1. Yeah. I get it, but the Cowboys are not a good team. They're just not. And I actually picked the Cowboys to be worst in the NFC East. I think the Giants will have like 4 or 5 wins. The Cowboys will have like 4 wins. The Giants will have like the tiebreaker. I don't think the Cowboys are going to win a lot of games. But in this one, it's in Dallas. Giants will win the next one, but this one's going to the Cowboys. What do you think, Sean?
Man, maybe I'm just feeling the upsets this week. I'm just going to go with the Giants. I just think there's a little bit more to get excited about. I think they're going to find more ways to get the ball to Malik Neighbors. Tracy's a very dynamic running back. He's really fun to watch. In the Cowboys, they found ways to cowboy all the time. So I'm going to go with Giants here.
Really? All right.
I think there was a chance we could see Jackson. Folks. We could see some Jackson Dart. We'll see.
Yeah. So guys, I really appreciate. Hey, Foot's big. You got a channel membership. Congratulations. Good to see you. Guys, please, while you're in here, we're doing these picks. What do I want you to do? Hit that like button if you have not. I know that most of you have, some of you have not. Hit the like button. It's free. Subscribe if you're new, and that helps out the channel. We're plugging along to 2,500 subscribers, which I think we will accomplish this weekend, especially after my reaction video, unless the Jets win. When the Jets win, man, my reaction video is like 1,000. They lose, it could be upwards of 30,000. People just love seeing me pissed off and angry. So it is what it is. It's frustrating. It's like I never know what to do, Sean, because all I want is the Jets to win, but then they win and my numbers are shit because no one wants to see Midnight Mike and a New York Jets.
What happens if they go on to win a Super Bowl? Nope, my ratings are ass.
Oh no, if the Jets win the Super Bowl, I'm going to lose subscribers.
Hey, side note, Arizona State, they got these like kind of cool gradient helmets, and they're pretty cool looking with mixture of the yellow and the red. They're about to play Texas State of all teams.
That's the difference between you and I, and that shows our age
Yeah.
gap.
Yeah.
Because you
I
love
like all
these,
of them.
you love these gradient helmets.
Okay, them and those Seahawks concept ones I showed you, I think, and that's about it. But yeah, I hated the ones a few years ago. Jaguars did, Syracuse, they were ugly.
I friggin' hated those Jaguars ones.
Oh, they were putrid because they're just so ugly.
Dak is due for a win. The Jets are due for a win. Let's see here. I'm just going through here. Coming from a Steelers fan, I don't know why. I have a feeling the Jets are going to pull an upset tomorrow. Well, I'll tell you what. I bet a lot of people, like if you asked people around, like fans, would want the Jets to beat the Bills. So I think fan-wise, the Jets will have the support. But once again, guys, we're playing the goddamn like Super Bowl contending Buffalo Bills. No offense, Mike, but when you're pissed, you speak what the rest of us are feeling, my brother. You know what, Mike? That's because literally as soon as the game is over, I come in here and I just hit record. You'll notice in my reaction videos, there's not cuts. There's not, little clips and like I cutting it up. I go for 5 to 10 minutes, just my feelings. You will not see cuts in my videos. I think I did it like once in the last 2 years.
People do that with all these like videos where there's like 35 cuts and like there's like a minute and a half video, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
No, I just come in and just go. I just start running my mouth and just.
Or people set up their camera to make like crying videos, and you're like, oh, like did you watch yourself cry and edit it?
Yeah, and edit it together.
You weirdo.
Oh boy. All right, let's get back to week 2 here.
Yep.
We got the Bears and this is you. This is your division.
Hey, as bad as the Lions looked last week on the Packers, I give them credit. They're looking like a really, really good team.
The Packers, they are looking
Lions
good.
At home against the Bears, who are just, Caleb. He's not beating the allegations these days because I'm seeing like every single thing I see about the Bears and Caleb Williams is everyone's starting to doubt him. Things I've been saying before he was drafted. He's got moments of really incredible athleticism, moments of like escaping and then getting a pass, but he really does struggle with downfield passing. Once again, I know he's not a leader in my eyes. He just not consistent enough. I think they said in his last 12 games, he's 1-11, but he has 12 touchdowns and 1 interception. But even then, that means they said it looks like he's afraid to throw the ball. If you're only averaging 1 touchdown a game on those 12 games, that's not good. So yeah, obviously I got the Lions here.
That's a Zach Wilson stat line. 1 touchdown.
Yeah,
a game.
It's just they said he's just too scared to let it rip sometimes, and I just Lions here. I have them winning by 17 to 20 points.
I don't know if I go that far, but I definitely have the Lions winning by like 10. Let's say 10 to 14. But once again, I said it. I remember. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to go back and do some research, but I made it very clear when the Bears drafted Caleb Williams. I said, why did they draft Caleb Williams? I would have kept Justin Fields, which is now ironic that Justin Fields is now our quarterback. But I was very clear that I thought Justin Fields was a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
But also that's a pretty good take. But also go a little step further, and I'll say, at the end of the day, obviously people are going to say Jaden, but I mean, there's going to be Penix and Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy. There's chances people are going to say, wow, they should have drafted all those guys over Caleb.
15 hours till the game starts. Let's see how much sleep I can get. It's going to be tough. I can't wait. Hell yeah. Now, look at this. Bears, Lions. Okay. I'm surprised so many people thought.
So you guys have the 9:30 early game tomorrow, Mike?
Yeah, we have the 1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock. Okay, I wasn't sure it was one of those international games yet.
No, not yet. When is the international game?
Maybe I think maybe they give it like a month at least. I would say, right?
Well,
You don't want to start them too early. Aside from I guess they do have the Mexico one.
It's the Broncos game, I believe.
Gotcha.
So that's not till October 12th.
I think Vikings are week 5. I think they play this. Was it Steelers in overseas?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of other ones. Okay, well there you go. We were just talking. Just said Broncos in London. Tomorrow the Broncos versus the Colts. I'm sorry, the Cinderella little Colts thing with who everyone's calling Indiana Jones. Now Broncos are winning. Broncos are winning that game. What do you think?
Yeah, this might be a comeback down to earth moment. I mean, they looked great last week. Pittman looked really good, and I regretted dropping him on one of my teams because I felt like maybe he was going to continue the slump. But yeah, Broncos defense is great, and that offense will put it together. So I see them winning.
And then we got the last 2 4:00 games, 4:05, 4:25, whatever. You got the Carolina Panthers going into Arizona to play the Cardinals. I got to go Cardinals on that one.
Yeah, Panthers going to Panther. Bryce Young, I feel, will make steadily improvements, but that franchise is just not built. That they haven't built that team to be a threat in any way. And the Cardinals have too many weapons to, and Marvin Harrison's only going to show us how good he is this year.
I feel like with that game, the Panthers and the Cardinals is going to be being shown in so few markets. I feel like even Panthers fans are going to be trying to watch the game we're about to talk about, and that's the Super Bowl rematch between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. And a fun thing I saw on the internet today, I'm sure you saw it too, Sean. This is the first time in NFL's history that in the regular season, two quarterbacks that beat each other in the Super Bowl are going to be playing each other in a regular season game.
Wow. That's interesting. I feel like the Chiefs, I think their window might be closing. There's just nothing about the Chiefs that can, until they maybe get Rashee Rice back in however many weeks, 4 or 5 more weeks. There's just nothing really truly dynamic about them. I think the Eagles, we could see a 2-touchdown win.
I don't know if it'll be 2 touchdowns, but I definitely got Philly in this one. Definitely got to go Philly in this one. There you go. Eagles coming through. We are all Pirates here in Tampa Bay. All right. Then we got here we go. Sean, it's your game. Sunday Night Football. Falcons heading into Minnesota to play the Vikings. I think we know who you're going to pick.
You want to go? Do you want to go first, Mike? I'll give you the honors.
I'll go first. I think the Vikings win this game. It's not only is it a home game, but I think the Vikings are a better team. So I gotta go Vikings.
Yeah, and honestly, what's really exciting is 2 primetime games in a row, which I can't recall the last time that happened or if it's ever happened. I think last year we started out with Monday Night Football, but yeah, Monday Night Football this week, and then last week, and then Sunday Night Football this week. We do have some injuries though. Blake Cashman's out for 4 weeks. Van Ginkel hasn't been cleared. Darrisaw's not back yet. Obviously, Addison's on the suspension. Harrison Smith is up in the air. They still haven't ruled him in or out just yet. It might be a game time decision. But all that said, you're still going to have McCarthy, Jefferson, Hawkinson. You're going to have that really good offensive line, even without Darrisaw. And we're going to have a great running game. But McCarthy is another week, and he's only going to get more, confident, and especially at home. So, and that defense really showed what they could do in the second half. So hopefully Flores brings the pressure early, and I could see us winning something like 31-14.
Boy, you have some big point spreads here that you've been picking this week.
And be bold or whatever.
I don't know if the Vikings are winning by that much, but
it is a 3.5 point spread on the lines.
Yeah, no, I'll give the Vikings the game. I truly think that the Vikings will win, because even if there is that little bit of like, they're at home, they have a loud stadium.
It's a true home field advantage.
Yeah. And then we have, what is with 2 Monday Night Football games?
They used to always do that on the opening week, but why would they do that the second week?
I hate that shit. Like,
maybe they did it because of the international games last week, but I don't like it.
You got the 7 p.m. Monday night game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into Houston to play the Strouds, the Texans. This one could be a pretty good game. As a matter of fact, this one looks like it's going to be better than the late game.
Yeah, I could see that being a 1-possession game. I got Buccaneers. I just enjoy watching them play more, and maybe I'm a little biased.
I like the Buccaneers uniforms and like color schemes, whether they're in the orange sickle or in the the current ones. I just love that pirate. I love the pirate ship in their stadium. I know it's not in Tampa.
And is it me, or does Baker feel like just the perfect quarterback for that team?
Right now, yeah, over the past like year or so, he does. I think he's finally thriving, and
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll go Bucks too. You know, they're the away team, but you know what? Let's go Bucks. As a matter of fact, I hope it's the Bucks because we play the Bucks next week, and it's always nicer to come, you know, not a team that just lost that needs a win.
I got the Bucks 27-23.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I'll go with that. And then the late game, this one's going to be a drubbing. The San Diego, LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. God damn it. All you teams changing cities and all that crap. Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to destroy them. I don't think it's going to be much of a game. What are you thinking, Sean?
I know Bowers had an injury last week, but I think they said he's playing. So if he was out, that'd be even a bigger disparity in points. But yeah, I have, we're just seeming to agree on everything. But hey, it is what it is. Some weeks, Chargers over them. I'll say 31-17. That might even be generous for the Raiders.
Yeah, I just the Raiders beating the Pats last week. The Pats aren't a great team. And once again, at the beginning of the year, if you would have said who week one, we didn't do picks before week one, but I would have picked the Pats to beat the Raiders. Like, I think the Pats are bad, but I thought the Raiders were a little worse.
The Raiders, it's weird. They get a little bit of young talent here and there, but they don't do enough to put anything like together. And their team has been incredibly young like the last so many years.
And it feels like it's like this season's, if the Raiders do anything, it would be the Geno Smith, Brock Bowers show.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like Geno. I think he looked pretty good at times last week. But yeah, it's all Bowers. And then G&T, I'm not sure what to make of him just yet, but.
Chris says 27-17 Chargers over the Raiders. Yeah, that's not, I mean, I think, yeah, it could be even more than that. I don't know. Havmo, Ricky, Chris, my holy king, Ryan. Good guys. Thanks so much for hanging out in here. I appreciate it. The last thing I want the last thing I want to say about this week in football is just, I love the faith that the Jets fans have had in the comment section, and keep that faith, because especially if you're going to the game, I do think there will be a lot. I think it's going to be like last week where half the stadium was Pittsburgh fans. I think half the stadium is going to be Buffalo fans. So Jets fans, you're going to have to be loud. You're going to have to be excited, and, keep the faith. The Jets can hang with the Bills. Can they beat them? That remains to be seen. But, it just so happens that the Jets' biggest strength and the Bills' biggest weakness, it favors the Jets. That, once again, does that mean the Jets win? No, because look at our secondary. Aside from Sauce, look at our secondary, and then look who they have a quarterback. So, it's going to be a problem. Sean, I don't know if you heard me early in the show. I said I think regardless of who wins the game, I think the Jets are going to win in time of possession, because the Jets are going to just have 7-minute drives.
Yeah, and the Bills, I feel like they're when they score.
Josh Allen's going to come on the field in a minute and a half and touchdown. So
the longest drive, in my prediction, their longest drive would be 4 minutes.
Jets. Hell yeah. Sean, let me ask your opinion on this. I saw that the announcement that WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And I actually tweeted about it. And
I said,
I said, for the first international WrestleMania since WrestleMania 6, and that isn't really international. They went across the border from Buffalo to Toronto and did it in the Sky Dome. That's not, it's international.
Technical meanings.
Yeah, like when you could take your car and get into Canada with a driver's license, that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
But hasn't England or London or Ireland or Japan or one of those places earned a WrestleMania over Saudi Arabia? I get it that Saudi Arabia is just throwing money at the WWE, and the WWE's ratings are in the toilet, and all this other stuff. But like,
Uh-huh.
what? I mean,
Here's my thing. People will come at it from a moral high ground of, oh, Saudi. I don't even care about that. But it's every single show they put over there is just not exciting because usually it's not. It hasn't been a WrestleMania. It hasn't been a main pay-per-view. Next year, they're actually in 2026. They're having the Royal Rumble there, which I also don't like because they had just been established in the Royal Rumble as this big come-to event where like you can have like the they're in stadiums and just it's a true like big event like with like little conventions and stuff ahead of time and whatnot. So I'm also not crazy about the time differential. I'm not sure what time that we'd have to watch it here. So yeah, obviously they're getting the money and I get it. You're printing money. The Saudis are going to throw you a ton of freaking money for that show. I don't even know the figure yet, but to me, WrestleMania is a piece of Americana. Yeah, you mentioned they had it once in Toronto, but to me, it should stay in the United States. And once again, the time differential to me that's what's going to annoy me the most. So I don't care about the fact that I'm not coming from some sort of moral high ground here. It's just I'm not a fan of it. The logo looks really lame and boring. I always like when they have a nice dynamic WrestleMania logo. So to me, that sucks because also you're going from back-to-back years in Vegas, which they've never done before, back-to-back years, and then you go to Saudi Arabia. So for me, that's 3 years of just like, what the hell?
Well, and like I said, it's like if you're going to go out of the country, the WWE has been traveling to especially like London and in England.
Paris.
Yeah, for
Glasgow, Scotland last year. They've been going to Puerto Rico. They've been going to
and another thing is Saudi gets 1 or 2 special pay-per-views every year.
They had Shawn Michaels come out of retirement a few years ago for one of those shows. I know those ones; they're like glorified house shows. They were making somewhere around $30 to $40 million. So I don't blame them for taking the money. That's capitalism, baby. But it doesn't mean I have to. And I'm also like, I think TKO they own WWE and UFC. They're going for all these big high money things where the tickets are like some of them, the meet and greets are like $50,000. They're going to go to ESPN. It's going to be $30 a month. Honestly, I'm not paying $30 a month. So I'll find either I'm not going to have that or I'm not going to watch pay-per-views because they're already on Netflix. You already have to have some events on Peacock. I mean, at what point is it just enough's enough?
Real quick, a quick update. I just got a text in from Maddie and it says, she's okay. This shit is nuts though. One of her coworkers got a big swash of her hair ripped out protecting her.
Wow.
So there's like a brawl with a homeless person. Like that's insane. Jeez. Let me see. I'm going to text. I'm going to ask where I'm going to ask where she works.
We can book them for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Where does she work?
The Salvation Army.
That's not, he didn't say that, did he?
No, I'm just joking.
Ryan comes in, says, Midnight Mike, what's your opinion about the Jets and Dollfish on Monday Night Football? I'm pretty sure that is, I'm trying to see it. Oh yeah, okay. It's in Miami, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be at night, so the heat and all that stuff on the visitors' side. Because as most of you know, they built their stadium so that at the 1 o'clock games, the sun will be beating down on the visitors' benches, but not on the home benches.
I'd be sitting on the side. I just reapply sunblock every 5 minutes.
Well, another thing is that I can't blame them. Like that's home field advantage. If you build your stadium, that's smart.
Well, what about the Cowboys? They built like a disadvantage for both teams with the freaking sun.
Or the stupid scoreboard that sometimes punts go into. Like how annoying is that? But regardless, I have no fear of the Dolphins this year. I think the Jets are going to sweep the Dolphins this year and go 2-0 against them. So I think that when we look at our schedule as now, maybe I'll feel different after tomorrow if it is where someone put like 41 to 7 or whatever. But I think the Jets are just. I think the Dolphins are a complete mess. I think at this point in the year, and I mean maybe you can see what your thoughts are, Sean. But I think at this point it's more of when is Mike McDaniel going to be fired?
That's what I was just thinking. I mean, does he make it to week 8?
Yeah, there you go. Chat. Does McDaniels make it to week 8?
I'll say no.
I'm going to say no too, because I think there's too many. I think he's going to get beaten up too many times. I think
and then you might get some injuries too, and you get the other Jalen Waddle always underperforms. Tua's going to go out by game 5.
There's over 100 of us going to week 3 here in Tampa. It's going to be epic. Are you guys all sitting together? Because I will look for that. If I can see a big like puddle of green, maybe right outside the guys.
Males and
All
green.
100 of you go and like take over the pirate ship. That would be cool. Take over the pirate ship. Get all of you guys in there. They'll put it on TV. They will put it on TV if everyone in that pirate ship is chanting JETS and has green on. Ricky, make that happen. That would be awesome. Crown Jewel in Australia, where females can show their legs, not like in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, whatever. I mean, but once again, wrestling today is filled. Wrestling fans today are so soft.
Yeah.
That I'm surprised that they even want the women to not be wearing pants in the United States. Like, because they're all such white knights. Like,
and this isn't me being some sort of prude. Because obviously the women can only do so much to hide their figures, the way they're built. But Rhea Ripley, constantly just putting it all out there all the time. And especially with, this might get some more hate, but with all the tattoos, to me, it just looks a little hoish at times. I'm just not crazy about it. She kind of wears me out in terms. I'm just exhausted with her. But it's like, there's something to be said for covering up a little bit. I'm not saying the full thing, but.
I mean, look, how many times? I mean, a lot of the women wear, yeah, like you said, like they have so many different Like, do you remember back in the day? Every week, the wrestler would wear the exact same tights. The Undertaker never changed. Kane never changed. You just go down the list. Even the women, Trish Stratus, her outfit was pretty much the same every week. And the belt buckle that said 100% Stratisfaction. It was. Now it's like every event they have a different.
But the biggest hypocrisy is the women in wrestling will say, "Don't sexualize us, don't sexualize us. We're more than just sex objects or whatever." But then you had a time where Rhea Ripley at some sort of show pulled her shorts up her butt so she gave a stink face to another female wrestler. I'm like, well, don't sexualize us and look what you're doing.
Yes, dude, she is one of my favorite of all time. Stacy Keibler, holy
she's a goat. She's a goat. To me, my goat is Trish Stratus, but Stacy Keibler's not far behind. No pun intended.
At my mom's house, what was my old bedroom, which is now the guest bedroom, still has some like posters of mine on the walls, and one of them is Stacy Keibler.
She's still have you seen her? Have you seen her these days? She still looks just as beautiful. Yeah,
she is gorgeous.
Her and Trish Stratus are ageless.
Thank you, Chris. I did, and perfect timing. Thank God he said something. I hope Lane's still in there. I'm going to put the link in the description for anyone who would like to call in the last half hour. Feel free. Remember, if you're new, I need to be able to see you. You have to have your camera on and not be like hopefully headphones so that we don't hear like feedback and like echo and all that stuff. It's the same thing when you call into a radio station. Turn down the radio once you get on the air so that there's gonna not so we could just talk. But there you go. There, it's in the description, folks. If you want to call in, please feel free. We got a little time left on this show. And it is what it is. We'll see what's happening. Oh, I keep forgetting to check back into college football. Oh, God, Notre Dame, you're killing me.
What's the score?
Oh, it's way too close for comfort. It's the third quarter. Notre Dame is up 31-28. Texas A&M has the ball.
Yeah, let me go. I'm changing the channel. What we got here? I got a commercial now, but.
Vanderbilt is beating South Carolina 24-7, and Vanderbilt has the ball.
Did USF play today?
I don't know.
They were 2-0. They had a really good start. Those 2 wins the last few weeks.
LSU is up on Florida,
of course.
Utah up on Wyoming. Arkansas up on Ole Miss. Wow, Arkansas. Oh no, never mind. Ole Miss is up 41-35.
Ooh, that's a hell of a game.
I'll tell you what. I'll be so pissed if fucking Notre Dame loses this game. I don't think they should have lost. They didn't play last week, but the week before.
Yeah, my buddy went to Notre Dame, so I will always pull for them. I enjoy watching them. One of these days, they're gonna win the damn championship. One of these days.
God, I just had the college scores up, but now I'm actually clicking in on the Texas A&M versus Notre Dame game because I got to see it's 1st and 10. Texas A&M on
They just missed the
their
4th
own,
down conversion. It looks like.
basically on the 50. Oh, that's so
You know
frustrating.
what the most annoying thing in football is when a receiver knows it's a running route or a running play, and they don't really block or do much. They just kind of give it away right away. It's like, do you not realize that you're setting yourself up for later in the game? So if you make it look like it's a pass at first or whatever, like the defender's going to bite, and by the time you do pass it, you'll get a nice gain.
We got My Holy King agrees with you, Trish Stratus.
Oh man, she's to this day.
Who's Tiffany Time?
Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, okay.
She's a very pretty individual.
Oh, so you have them like Susie Rottencrotch.
Not a fan of Ron Crouch. Nope, not a fan.
Not a fan. USF got whipped, Brian said.
Who they lose to, if you mind?
Say it again.
No, was it Ryan?
No, yeah, I'm in on the Notre Dame game. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. I'll go back.
I must have missed that.
Oh, that's week 4. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Penn State won. Texas Tech won. Did they not play today? When did they play? The problem is now when I'm scrolling, holy shit. See now why Michigan played Central Michigan and beat them 63-3. Why does Michigan get like why are teams that are ranked playing these nobodies? Like I never understand college football's scheduling. Nobody wants to see that. Oklahoma playing Temple, beating them 42-3.
So Penn State, fun fact, Penn State versus Villanova, they crushed them obviously, but to avoid the shutout, they got a touchdown, and the receiver for Villanova caught it one-handed and like in the end zone, in the back of the end zone. He actually was a kid from my neck of the woods in Prince William County.
Oh, really? But
yeah, his name was Brandon Binkowski. Went to Battlefield High School. Yeah, but if you watch it, it's an incredible catch.
Why can't I? I'm just going to put in Florida State.
The thing I hate about ESPN when I look up college football scores, it doesn't show all of them somehow. You try to look on your phone, and it's always missing like two or three games you really want to see. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
This isn't right. Oh no, it says Florida. That's you were asking about Florida State, right?
No, USF, University of South Florida.
Okay. Because Florida State once again beat East Texas A&M recently.
That's my favorite. East Texas A&M. That's my favorite team of all time.
Yeah, 77-3.
Oh man, they covered my spread. My 65+ point spread.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, who are we looking for now? My mind.
University of South Florida, the Bulls.
Yeah, Miami. They lost, or they lost to Miami 49-12.
Ooh,
like really beaten. Really beaten.
Well, there goes the magical dream season. I thought they were going to have one of those like UCF seasons.
Wow, that was a beating.
I do like USF because years ago in NCAA football, I had a 10-year dynasty with them, and I made them into a powerhouse. So I have a soft spot for them.
All right. Jesus Christ. Did you see we got rid of, I don't know if you were in earlier, did you see we got rid of the Xavier Gibson who fumbled that ball? He was one of there was 2 reasons why the Jets lost to Pittsburgh. One was Aaron Glenn going for 2 2-point conversions. The second one he wouldn't have had to go for if he didn't fuck up the first one. And had we just kicked those field goals, we would have been tied at the end of the game and went into overtime. The other one was the fumble by Xavier Gibson on the kickoff, and the Steelers scored 2 touchdowns in a matter of a minute.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with obviously with the Jets as you guys are. I just recall the last I recall Xavier Gibson was when he was on Hard Knocks in that preseason game. He had the punt return. But other than that, I mean, I guess that sounds like it was a last straw kind of thing for him.
Yeah, he only had one great play as a New York Jet, and that was the first game of the year when Rodgers went down with his injury.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that he caught that punt return and ran it back for the winning touchdown, and then he basically had a free job for 2 years.
I was gonna say that he rode that for the entire time.
Yeah, because he hasn't done shit since, and he's a known fumbler.
Where did
So
he go to college?
please, I'm not a college. You got to talk to Tommy Jets about that. Hold on.
Tommy Jets.
But he's not going to be around because he's traveling around. Because he's traveling around doing his. Where was he today? I think he was in Syracuse and somewhere
Where in
else.
the world is Tommy Jets?
Where in the world?
Tommy, New Jersey. That's a good return. 31-31, almost end of the third quarter.
Xavier Gibson. He played college football for the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks.
Austin 316 says, "We just cut your ass."
College Stephen F. Austin.
I've seen them in like the NCAA tournament for basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Their stadium has a capacity of 14,000 people.
That's less than some high schools in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen some of those stadiums? Those things are tremendous.
And speaking of which, I keep trying to one of my favorite. What game are you watching?
Notre Dame just had a big pass play down the field, about 30-something yards.
I pull away for a second.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah, he just had a beautiful pass, and then he cut back and bought himself about 10, 12 more yards. Yeah, they're on a 30.
Yeah, but it's tied it up.
That was Great House. Great House with that catch. He's tremendous. Last play of the quarter. Oh, running it for a first down. And I guess they stopped the clock. He's went out of bounds.
But what I was going to say is I'm one of my favorite football movies of all time is Varsity Blues. And I keep trying to watch it because I have the VHS right behind me, but the VHS broke. So I have to fix it. But it's available on one of my streaming platforms. And I keep trying to friggin' watch it. And every time I watch it, like the kids will go upstairs and you would not believe how inappropriate that movie is for children.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a great movie, and it's
Did you ever watch Two A Days years ago about Hoover High School on MTV?
No.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
The only thing I watched that was a TV is I watched Friday Night Lights. I watched that series.
But this was actual like documentary. It was like a reality show about Hoover High School in Alabama. Rush Probst was the coach, and obviously he's very controversial, but he did get a lot of state titles. He had some recruiting controversies in multiple schools. Yeah, that's 2 seasons. I actually bought the first season on DVD, and somehow it's impossible to buy the second season because it's listed on Amazon, but it won't let you purchase it.
That's weird. Why wouldn't it let you purchase it?
It's weird. Yeah, you got to try to go to it. I don't know what. I'll have to try it again. But I even tried to go on Amazon and try to order it, like buy it, like the actual DVD copies. Like I have season 1, and I, for the life of me, cannot find it anywhere. So it's one of these days I'll find it in some random store, and I'll be like for me it'll be like the golden goose.
Guys, let me know. You know what? I think we've talked about this before on the show. Let me know in the comments section your favorite football movie and why it's Varsity Blues.
Football movie. I guess I'm cliche, but I enjoyed Rudy.
Oh, I love Rudy. Love
like
Rudy. That's one of the reasons I'm a fan of Notre Dame. It's like I'm an 80s kid, you know? And what did Rudy come out in, like 89, 90, 91?
93.
That's further back than I thought, but yeah. And then in the 80s, Notre Dame was a pretty damn good school.
You remember that scene at the end where the coach looks at him and kind of says, "Okay, get in there," and okay, fine, but he finally begrudgingly gets him in there, and then when he does what he does, he gives him a little nod. And then you remember the ending scene of Top Gun Maverick where
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind. I was going to compare. Well, how have you not seen that, dude? It's been like 3 years.
Oh, it was food service. Holy crap. I was completely wrong. Maddie's daughter works at an Arby's.
Arby's. Oh my God. That's a culinary masterpiece right there.
Look, I like Arby's, but usually they're not in the greatest of areas. And a homeless person like coming in and attacking people doesn't sound out of the realm of possibilities at an Arby's. I'll just say that. Let's see here. Okay, so Ricky, let's see here. Ricky says, believe it or not, I really like Invincible. Isn't that movie with the new kid on the block? Do you ever see that? Do you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Not regularly, but yeah, I've seen bits and pieces.
There's an episode where they all go to try out for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they have an open tryouts for people, and so they get there, and there's a bunch of people, and whoever's like leading it is like, now I know you're all here because you saw that damn New Kids on the Block movie, and it's Mark Wahlberg, not Donnie Wahlberg, and it's just the way they play it is really funny.
Yeah, I like that's a good movie though. That's a solid one.
I like the porn version, Varsity Blue Balls. Well, that doesn't sound like a porn version. If you got blue balls, then you're not banging, right?
You seen Draft Day, Mike?
Draft Day
with Kevin Costner?
I have not.
From 2014. It's completely unrealistic, but for some reason I can watch that movie whenever. I enjoy it, but it's really behind the GM process of the whole thing of the draft, and they got licensing, so they got teams on there and everything. And I remember, who was it? Who was the guy who played the Black Panther? He was Vontae Mack in that movie.
The guy who died?
Yeah, drawing a blank on his name.
Yeah, I forget his name.
But he played a main character in that one, and he had cameos from guys like Arian Foster and a few others.
Gamera, is that how you'd say this? Anything can happen. I think you guys have the ability to do it. Well, I appreciate the confidence. Like I said, all the confidence coming out in the comments section today has made me feel better about the game tomorrow with the Jets and the Bills. So it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Arby's, I love in New Jersey and watch on New Jersey. Yeah, no, and the weirdest thing is my wife hated Arby's for the longest time because she doesn't like that wet, warm meat slapped on a bun. I love it. I think it's great. And I know that sounds gay.
I love the curly fries and their turnovers.
Wet, warm meat. But you know what's really good at an Arby's? They recently, when I say recently, in the last like 6 months to a year, came out with a bunch of different sliders. The sliders. Their buffalo chicken sliders are so good.
Yeah, it's kind of like reminds me a little bit of White Castle because like White Castle has a bunch of different sliders.
Yeah, they're really, really, really
Or
good.
if you ever go in the South, there's Crystals. So Crystals is like a burger place in the South, and they're kind of like White Castle with a bunch of like mini sliders and stuff and whatnot.
Interesting. I always like to try, there's no Bojangles up here. So when I've gone down to Tennessee, I went to Bojangles, but to be fair, I was more interested. I got the Dudley Boys Cup from Bojangles. They like last year they released classic tag teams.
Yeah.
On like cups, and I went and I was like, yeah, do you guys have the Dudley Boys? And they were like, yeah. I was like, all right, give me the Dudley Boys. And that's the only reason I went.
Do you guys have you ever been to Cookout?
No, I've never been to Cookout.
Yeah, those are in the South. They actually brought one to, well, I'm still technically in the South in Virginia, but we have one. They brought one here about 2 years ago. We got our first Sonic in Manassas about two or 3 years ago.
Have you seen that Sonic's been releasing all those pickle flavored things? They have like
pickle flavored guy.
Dude, they have like pickle flavored tater tots, pickle flavored burgers, pickle flavored slushies, like all this. Dude, my daughter, my youngest daughter, loves pickle flavor stuff. She eats like pickled flavored cotton candy.
So you should, if she likes that, you should. Sour Punch makes a thing called pickle roulette. It gives you 4 flavors that are all green, and they're all the same color green: watermelon, lime, pickle, and one other one, and a green apple, I think. And so you don't know which next one's going to be pickle.
Well, dude, did you see the one? Though they put the ones out that are the Harry Potter ones.
Really?
They put out Harry Potter Jelly Bellies. This was years ago, and one is dirt, one is booger, one is vomit.
Dude, no, I can't do those. No, and also too, I don't like it when somebody has a million flavors in it, like Jelly Belly. I do like the sour Jelly Bellies because it's like about 5 flavors, and they're all really good. But when it comes to like 30 flavors in one thing, I mean, because I'd have to keep looking at the package and go, which one's this one? Which one's this one? When Jelly Bellies kind of first came out, I loved the buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies. I thought those were so good. Now I don't like them as much. They didn't hold up as well. But when they first came out, I like the marshmallow.
Oh yeah, the toasted marshmallow.
And they have a root beer. There's a Dr. Pepper.
No, I'm not going to disagree with you there. Ricky NY says, Mike, the Jets created the blueprint on how to beat the Bills in 2023. We just need to do it again. I agree, man. There is a path. There is a path for the New York Jets to beat the Buffalo Bills tomorrow, and they have and what the biggest thing is that the Jets' biggest strength is their run game and their offensive line, and the Bills' biggest weakness is their run defense. We have a chance. Just say that's the problem with being a Jets fan. You get your hopes up and then you get destroyed.
Yeah.
Sean's not used to that.
Well, no, as a Vikings fan, we have our own amount of suffering as well.
But not for a while. You guys have had some good years recently.
Yeah, I can't complain. And now I feel it's kind of cool to have the first quarterback we've groomed for the first time since Ponder, which was an abject failure. So yeah, it's really, it's nice to have just a young guy instead of like this, okay, who's the next journeyman we're going to get,
Trick Taylor. Look, we all picked, everyone on this show picked the Bills to win. I'm not, whatever. But if you're going to sit here and say there's no chance when we beat you guys a year ago or last year, not last season, but the season with Zach Wilson, there's a chance. There's a chance. So you could say go Bills. You could say the Bills are going to win, and I'd agree with you on that. But I'm not going to agree with no chance.
I mean, but wasn't it pretty funny last week? You see Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields like, let's just switch uniforms. Okay, cool.
Oh, that would.
No, they should have done. They should have done a jersey swap at the end of the game. That'd been hilarious.
That's true. That would have been funny. Did you see that Aaron Rodgers it seemed like he took a little shot at Garrett Wilson?
What did he say?
He was talking in I guess it was after a practice, and he was talking to the media, and he was saying something like about Metcalf, and he was like, yeah, I like him because he'll actually come to me on the sidelines, and he'll want to learn, and he'll watch the tapes, and he'll do his homework, and this, that, and the other thing. And it did seem, and I wasn't the only one who thought so, that it was a little bit of a dig at Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, especially from a guy who has had all those quarterbacks and still has 1,000-yard seasons every year. So, is he the new Mike Evans? We'll see. But I mean, maybe they didn't have a good relationship, and maybe he is right. There's no way to truly know.
He's an ass. He definitely has taken shots. Yeah. I mean, what it is. I don't care anymore. We're never going to ever see him again because he ain't lasting much longer, and the Jets aren't going to play the Steelers. We already did
AFC Championship. Let's go.
Now that would be interesting. That would be a very interesting story to tell. Our New York Jets and Buffalo in a dogfight, I feel. I agree.
Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah. I think the Jets, if anything, they're going to have like some heart and some grit this year.
Hey, anybody who's in here, before we get going, if you have not yet, this show will continue to go. It doesn't go behind membership after we're live, anything like that. So do me a favor and hit the thumbs up if you haven't. This is my last plea for you guys. Anyone in here who hasn't yet, please hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe if you are new. We love fans of other teams coming in here and talking shit. We'll talk shit back with you. We are realistic Jets fans. Obviously not Sean. He's a fucking Vikings fan.
I'm a realistic Vikings fan.
But no, you're not. Well, last week you pick the Vikings to win your division and like go to the Super Bowl because you had a fucking hard spider.
I mean, come on, undefeated season, isn't that realistic? Come on.
We gave him Adams, Lazard, everything he wanted, and control of the team. He won 5 games. You're not wrong.
Tell me how you really feel, Ricky.
Yeah, not wrong. And like Chris said, guys, if you can, please, it's free. Just hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 2,500 subscribers, and I think we'll get there by the end of this weekend. After my reaction video comes out tomorrow, I think we can get there. But
the Texas A&M quarterback just went down, by the way.
Like went down with a sack, or went down?
No, he went for a running play, like a draw, and then he looks like he might have hurt his chest or something.
Well,
he was on the ground holding it.
Fourth quarter, 13 minutes, 58 seconds left in the game. Notre Dame up by 3, 34-31, and Texas A&M has the ball 3rd and 7. That's what I'm seeing at their own 28. But Sean, thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate it. Do you have you don't have anything to plug? You used to have a whole show, man. You used to.
I know. I used to be an ambitious little guy. But these days, now just chilling out and enjoying football and enjoying coming on here and talking to you guys and let me have a little platform. So I always appreciate it, Mike.
Absolutely. You are part of the Midnight Mike Show family tree, and I always appreciate you being on. So hopefully we will see you maybe a little bit Monday night. I don't know.
Monday, yeah. After this time, I'll get to be a little more chilled out and get to talk about a Vikings win, hopefully.
Awesome. Have a good night, and we'll see you Monday.
Thank you, guys.
All right, folks. I am Midnight Mike. I am, of course, your late night New York Jets host, but I am the biggest heel in Jets YouTube content creation. And I loved having you guys all here tonight. Once again, I want to go over to those of you who have donated and super chatted. Guys, you kicked ass tonight. Titan with a donation. Michael Lando, Valerie, Ivan, Rick, Michael Lando again, and Brian. Guys, thank you so much for your support of the show. And thank you to everybody who's hit the like button. That means the world to this channel. And honestly, I don't think you guys realize whether you hit the like button or whether you're commenting or stuff like that, any interaction with this channel helps in the YouTube algorithm. Obviously, a like helps more than a dislike, but dislikes actually, they help too. Because any interaction helps with the channel. I don't want dislikes, obviously. I know I'm going to get the same 3 every week, but it is what it is, isn't it? Guys, tomorrow, the New York Jets take on the Buffalo Bills at MetLife Stadium. There is a chance. There is a chance the Jets can win. It's slim, but the New York Jets running game could be the catalyst to us taking the Bills down a peg. And I hope we can all see it, enjoy it. And tomorrow after the game, look for my reaction video. They're always 5 to 10 minutes. And usually I'm pissed off, angry, screaming, and fighting not to use profanity because of YouTube's rules and whatever. But sometimes I can't help it. Hopefully I'm coming to you tomorrow, even though I get less views, after a Jets victory at MetLife Stadium. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. And that's, of course, reaction video, and then Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then. Whenever you can, Havmo, whenever you can. Just hit the like button right now.